accused of being over analytical. Well, I get accused of this a lot. It's just the way my mind works. I can't help it. I just think of loads of things that are happening all the time, not just within the property market, but just within everything that happens in my day-to-day life. Now, excuse me, just getting over this terrible coldy thingy, whatever it is, could even be COVID, but whatever it is, it's taken me nearly 3 weeks, which is why I've been very quiet on social media because I haven't had a voice, and it's only just a bit back now, but it's nice and deep. So yesterday I had a meeting. Somebody wanted to meet me. An estate agent wanted to have a chat with me about potentially coming on board and joining our wonderful business model here of EXP. So I go to meet, we're meeting in a coffee shop, and as I'm sort of arriving there, I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's called the meeting, but I need to get in there and I need to buy him a coffee because I would like to put him at ease and make him feel like, I'm generous, and I'm happy to see him and buy him a coffee. I didn't really give a lot of thought to it. But as I got inside, he was sitting there waiting for me, and he stood up. We shook hands, a little Mal bro embrace there. And he said to me, "What, you having a drink?" I said, no, let me get, no, Mark, no, I'll get the coffees. So he got the coffee. And then we sit down and we start to chat. And this guy had a whole list of questions, which he was picking my brains about, which I was more than happy, enthusiastic to answer for him. And we had a lovely chat. And that was the meeting. And afterwards, I'm driving home and I thought to myself, so would the meeting have been any different if I would have bought the coffee? And this is really interesting because you have so many business meetings. I'm meeting people every single week, be it people that are trying to sell their services to me or me, obviously, trying to sell my services to them. And who ends up buying the coffee? And I think whoever buys the coffee really, I'm not going to say they're in charge of the meeting, but they're the more interested party. I would say they are more interested. It's not just about them being generous, but I felt that he was so interested in my EXP journey, what my business is doing, how it's changed my life, that he wanted to get that information from me. Whereas I suppose if I was trying to sell EXP to him, which I would have been doing in any case, but I was much happier it being this way round, then I probably would have bought the coffee and I would have been asking him all of the questions. So it's very interesting when we go out with people on a business lunch or a business meeting of who ends up paying for what. Because I think the person that's paying tends to be the one that wants to find out whether this is right for them. But actually, the person receiving the treat is the one that's in control because that person is already buying into you physically, buying a coffee, buying into you. So it's really, really interesting, the dynamics with it. I do feel that there's something within who buys the coffee. And I would say that it doesn't mean you're mean when you don't buy the coffee. It means somebody is very interested in what you've got to say. Think about that one. Next time I meet you, coffee's on you. Have a great week.